Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get on Brendan Norman. He's the head coach of River Wilson Bent and Callum Singh. And yes, pleasure getting you on as always. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Yeah, I'm not the head coach of Callum. I help his head coach, who's
Oh,
also the
sorry.
coach at the club. Yeah, Tom Powell's his main coach.
Well, you're in his team, that's what I meant, sorry.
Yeah. He's been at our club since he was 11, so he's come through the amateurs, same as River, really. So we've got a good team at Bulkington.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, of course, River, he's boxing tomorrow night live on DAZN again against Matt McCallum over 8 rounds. But before we get into that, can we talk about the fights he had with S.A. Smith and Thomas Fleisch just quickly?
Yes, no problem.
So yeah, should we talk about the S.A. Smith fight first?
Yeah, we can do. Yeah.
And that was a draw back in March on the GBM show. Talk about that fight.
Yeah, we definitely underestimated him. River went in there really just to try and knock him out, and it turned out that he's a big, strong, and he was up for it, and it was a really good fight. On the night, I felt like we did do enough, but I've not watched it back, so I wouldn't like to comment. At the end of the day, it was a great fight. Everyone really enjoyed it, but it weren't the type of fight I wanted him in. But he does like a scrap, and that S.A. Smith is one big strong man. Trust me, he got hit with some massive shots, and he just kept coming back and throwing. I mean, entertaining, but not from a coach's point of view.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was quite an entertaining fight to watch. I mean, I thought River had it by a point, but you couldn't argue with a draw or if it went to River or if SA nicked it, because I thought it was one of those which were whatever you preferred, because it was a bit of everything in that fight. A draw at the end of the day, not the result you wanted, but at least you know it wasn't a defeat and you moved on, and it was great. It was probably fight of the night on that card. Yeah,
Yeah, genuinely, when River fights, it's normally fight of the night. He's been like it since he was an amateur. It didn't matter. You put him in a ring, and you generally got excitement. You can't change him. It's just the way he is. If you hit him on the chin, he generally wants to hit you straight back. But
yeah,
he is getting better. He's learning. He's got experience, and he's just getting better. To be fair.
yeah. I mean, in that Thomas Fleisch fight, that was in Cannock on a Thursday, and yeah, he looked good. I mean, he got the first round knockout, which is always a bonus. But before that, he wasn't rushing his work. He was timing and setting the shots up quite nicely, wasn't he? And I think he threw River threw a jab. The other guy, Thomas, slipped the shot, and as Thomas came back up, River threw I think it was the left hook, and he knocked him out.
Yeah, he was a different type of atmosphere on them Cannock shows. He was just really relaxed. He got in the ring. We said before we went in a stoppage will be nice, but just get the win and get some rounds and about. And because he was so relaxed, he just like you say. Yeah, I think he threw a right hand. He sort of touched with Carey was on the end of that left hook that were going over. But yeah, it was a good shot. He's got that in his locker, and I'm hoping that tomorrow night he shows it again and not gets dragged into a fight. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, how happy were because he didn't look for it; it just came, didn't it? Because he was setting the shots up in that last one.
That's how they come anyway. Anyone who tries to force a stoppage or force a knockout or loads up with the shots generally doesn't work. The shots that work are the ones that the opponent don't see coming, and they're just through with a relaxed body and the technique's right, and they don't try and put much power in it. They're the ones that generally take people out.
And yeah, of course. Yeah, he's boxing Matt McCallum tomorrow night, who's had the 10 fights. He's 7-3. Is Matt McCallum, former Northern Area champion as well. What do you know about Matt McCallum? Oh, I can't hear you.
Sorry, Sam. Someone just tried calling me phone.
You still there? Brendan, can you hear me?
Are you back there?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? No? Uh,
Can you hear me, Sam?
yeah, I can hear you, but it's gone a bit quiet for some reason.
Yeah, it's all right. Someone just tried ringing my phone. I've just had to swipe them up.
Oh, that's better. I can hear you now. Can you
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
me?
Sorry, someone just tried ringing me. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, sorry, someone just rang my phone, but I've had to swipe them up.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Did you hear my question or no?
No.
Oh, sorry. I'll repeat it. What do you know about Matt McCallum? Of course, he's 7-3, former Northern Area champion. Yeah, what do you know about him?
Yeah, he's a bit of a danger man. I'll be honest. It's a fight that I believe River will win comfortably. But we reiterated when we got the fight that this ain't an easy job. I watched his fight with Jordan Reynolds. I know Jordan Reynolds well enough from the amateurs, and I know he ain't no mug, and he pushed him all the way to the end. And yeah, it's not an easy one. It's a tricky one. But if River boxes at 100%, it'll be too much for him. But like you say, anything like that, S.A. Smith, he goes in there trying to be like that. This McCallum's up for it. You know what I mean? He ain't bad at all, to be fair.
Yeah,
His
I mean,
record's quite deceiving.
yeah, I don't think it shows how good he is at some of his fights. I mean, I personally thought he beat Reynolds, and I thought he'd done well in that Reynolds fight, and he had Reynolds hurt as well. So he is quite a dangerous puncher, and he's good on the inside. He is. But he has had those two stoppage defeats. I think they were both at super middle, light heavy. I think. But yeah, he does have
Yeah,
those two stoppage defeats.
yeah, he can be got to. That's what we're going to be looking to do. Obviously, if we River's definitely going to be looking to put him away, but it's about getting the win at the end of the day. And just like I say, with the S.A. Smith fight ringing in his head still, he knows that he's got to go out there and he's just got to win. That's the main thing. And look good doing it or getting a stoppage is just a bonus on top. But the main thing is to get a win, keep moving forward towards titles and decent fights that he can earn good money for his family out of. That's
Yeah,
why
I
he's in the
mean,
sport.
Yeah, I mean, surely, I mean, the winner of this fight gets closer to that English. I know Rivers still, really wants that English title, but I'm sure the winner here gets a title fight. Well, or an eliminator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like you say, we'll get this out of the way tomorrow, and then we'll go back, speak to John, and get John pushing the board for an English or some British eliminator, anything along those lines. Really, just decent fights for him. It's all he wants. He doesn't want to fight journeyman, or we could have just boxed a journeyman this time if we really wanted, but we told GBM straight away we want a good fight. He has to sell tickets. He can't. It's hard to sell tickets when you're just turning up to bowl someone over, and it ain't the sort of fights. He's never liked them sort of fights anyway.
Yeah,
He generally wants 50-50 fights. He's always been like it, even as an amateur. He boxed everybody as an amateur. He wasn't never bothered about who he went in with. He just wanted good fights, and
Hmm.
he's still like it now.
What can we expect from River tomorrow night, and what time? Um, just estimate a time where you think he'll be on.
We think he's on at 7. First fight on the zone.
Oh,
We're
kick the
just
show off
waiting
with a
to hear.
bang then.
Yeah, I think he's kicking the show off,
That's good.
and just ex, just expect him to be River. Like you say, we'll see what happens when he gets hit on the chin, but it'll be definitely worth watching, and it'll be a good fight. And like you say, he's got a very good opponent.
Yeah.
We respect him, and he's going in there to do a job, main, and just to get the win. But uh, let's see what happens when this guy catches him, and we'll see if he can stay composed or he has an all-out war. But
Yeah.
we won't know until he gets in there.
Mm. But yeah, it definitely makes for a great fight and probably fight of the night as always. Um, just to if just to touch on Ashley Eels as well. He's boxing tomorrow. How do you feel how do you think he'll get on? Oh, you've gone.
I think he'll do well. The main thing with Ash, mate, is his self belief. He really believes in himself. He believes he's going to go out there and knock people out and beat people he shouldn't beat. And you know what, mate? And he goes out there, and every time he's done it, he's unbeaten for a reason.
He
And
beat Stanley.
he's got some, mate. Stanley Stannard is good. Listen, I watched him for years in the amateurs. I know he's good. And I'll be honest, I didn't give Ash much chance in that, and he proved us all completely wrong. And that's down to his self belief, and he's got a good coach in Lee as well, and they've got a good team down there. They're only down the road from us. We're quite close with them, and they're doing the right thing down there. He's got some good lads down at Box Club.
Yeah, well, hopefully, two good fights tomorrow night, and yeah. So it's on, yeah, live on DAZN. You said, yeah, at 7.
7 o'clock, River will be on live on DAZN. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck with River, and good luck with your amateurs later on today.
Yeah. We got I think we got 5 or 6 boxing today. We should have 10 boxing tomorrow. Then I'm coming back from Hull
Oh, so you're
to
you're
Coventry.
busy, you.
Yeah, well, I'm in all at the minute. I'm in my hotel room, and then I'm going back tomorrow to Corner River. Then we're coming back to Hull when River finishes boxing because we got the finals on Sunday. So yeah, a bit
Crikey.
manic this weekend. Going to be
Well,
doing plenty of miles in my car.
yeah. Well, from me, thank you for your time. And yeah, as I
Anytime,
said a
Sam.
minute ago, good luck with River and good luck with the amateurs.
Cheers. Thank you, Sam.
Bye, mate.
Have a good day, mate. Thank you. Bye bye.